Hello, I'm Ryan Hill, and this is a cultural diversity presentation on immigration. Immigration is a hot topic in today's politics. Images of border security, walls, and illegal immigrants might come up, although it really stretches deeper than that. The United States experienced major waves of immigration during the colonial era and the first part of the 19th century, from the 1880s to the 1920s, with hopes of religious freedom and economic freedom as well. From its earliest days, America has been a nation of immigrants, starting with its original inhabitants who crossed land bridges tens of thousands of years ago, and from the 1950s when the first Europeans, led by the Spanish and the French, founded and settled America. 100 years later, the English founded their first permanent settlement in what would become the United States of America. The price of passage was often very steep. An estimated one half or more of white Europeans who made the voyage did so by becoming indentured servants. Although some people voluntarily indentured themselves, others were kidnapped in European cities and forced into servitude in America. Additionally, thousands of English convicts were shipped across the Atlantic as indentured servants as well. Another group of immigrants who arrived against their will during the colonial period were black slaves from West Africa. Although exact numbers were never known, it is believed that 500,000 to 650,000 Africans were brought to the Americas and sold into slavery between the 17th and the 19th century. Although 27 million immigrants settled in the United States between the 1800s and the 1930s, the path of citizenship is much different today. The cost of the American dream is one of those differences. The current filing fee for the form of application for nationalization costs $720. This includes the $640 citizen application fee and the $85 background check, also known as the biometric fee. The process might take 6 months on the governmental side, but in reality, it takes years. Although naturalization has always been, and background checks have always been part of the process, you can see here with this link the naturalization eligibility process, how it looks today. As you can tell, unless you are 18 of age and have been a permanent resident of the United States for a number of years, you may not reach eligibility. What started with the Immigration Act of 1882 in order to stop an influx of Asian migrants has now turned into the Immigration and Nationalization Act, the INA, the body of law governing current immigration policy. The policy provides for an annual worldwide limit of 675,000 permanent immigrants that are broken up into a number of categories. A few are based on family, work, and political refugees. When looking at the family, the number is determined by starting with the 480,000 people and then subtracting the number of immediate relative visas issued during the previous year and the number of aliens or paroled into the U.S. during the previous year. The United States provides various ways for immigrants with valuable skills to come to the country on either a permanent or temporary basis. Refugees are admitted to the United States based upon an inability to return to their home countries because of a well-founded fear of persecution due to their race, membership of a particular social group, political opinion, religion, or national origin. Refugees apply for the admission from outside of the United States and generally from a transition country that is outside of their home country. I hope that we can find a little bit more of an understanding of the immigration process and challenges of this country, and that we can learn to accept many different groups. But thank you so much for watching, and the following links are the resources used for this presentation. See you around.